This is Green Sheep of the Family here today with Eco Daddy, Eco Mama, and Eco Monkey. We have for you today a sad video of the destruction of hopes and dreams by the local Overland Park in City Ordinances, Planning Commission people that ruin people's lives. They have told our landlords, supposedly, that our brush piles, which we have broken down to be chipped, are not allowed, and that our gardens here, which we framed by branches cut from a tree by hand with a handsaw, are against ordinance. We bought an electric chainsaw to chop them up after I was in a state of shock from cutting down that 60-foot tree, which will be coming down soon, hopefully. So right here was the children's fort, which Mama Brooke just took down. It was about 4 feet tall with timbers to allow the kids to play games. Back here is a brush pile, which is a compost bin, and the amount of leaves in here and yard waste that I do from my eco lawn mowing business was a great amount, which has just turned into probably a really nice rich soil at the base. You can see the work here is from a pole stuck into the ground, and then tree limbs that I have weaved to the next pole to create a compost bin that has nothing to do with milled products sourced from logging operations in old growth forests where they use huge diesel trucks to drive through. It ruins the natural habitat, and if you've ever been a backpacker in a wilderness area away from all the noise of city life only to be interrupted by logging operations, you know the distaste in the mouth that provides. So I just recently cut some more branches to try to provide more light for our gardens, and those are here. We were going to deal with those, and then we just got a 10-day notice that we would be fined $165 plus any fees for the city to come into our backyard, invade our space, destroy what we've worked on, our hundreds of dollars worth of plants, soil, compost, and mulch that we've put into this, and destroy that to make it a grass lawn that we have to mow robotically to keep what? The funny thing is, no one enjoys these back lawns. No one is ever out here. What we have over here is a school parking lot. Now, which to you is more beautiful? This chain link fence and school parking lot? This grass lawn next to us that serves no function? Or our lawn? Well, the storm blew down our goal the other day, obviously. Or our lawn with a beautiful, sustainable garden framed with locally front yard sourced material and locally made compost. Here we have coffee bean bags and lawn bags underneath those to stop the grass from growing underneath. So it was no-till, placed our compost on top, and as you can see, our plants are growing wildly. So we are unsure about the steps that we are going to take. We will be contacting the city to confirm what our landlord is saying. Hopefully they're not just being wads. But we want to speak directly with this city inspector who thinks that he needs to invade our privacy of our backyard, where we should be allowed to grow food, to try to get us to turn this back into a dearth of activity where no pollinators can live, because it's just grass that's mowed, so there's no flowers, no love, and as you can tell by my voice, only fury and anger from our sustainable community. So here, I believe this is a cabbage head. Some little critters have been munching on the Swiss chard here, and this is a leafy green of a type that I'm not sure. We've picked up some things from like local wildlands operations at Eco-Fests. Everett, don't swing that stick at our plants, please. And then we have 3 more Swiss chard here. And then here we have onion, and then 3 potato plants that are going.
Parsley.
Here we have rows of tomatoes and peppers with a few herbs interspersed, such as sage. There's a lima bean growing right here. So many different types of peppers and heirloom tomatoes. Oh no, this got split by the storm.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
Oh, hope that'll survive. We just had a torrential rain the other day. An ivory down there. I'm not sure exactly what that is. There's the sage. Over here we have another series of tomatoes, peppers, and flowering herbs that we can either eat the root stalks, and some strawberries in the back. And a lot more love was about to go into this. The only deal we were able to strike with the landlords is that we go buy timbers from a hardware store that look all nice and pretty and milled and frame this out to where it looks somewhat robotic. At which point we are stuck trying to work with this downhill curve that was perfectly worked by this curving branch. So we've utilized a space that normally would have taken like a ton of work and a ton of cutting from other material, which is really poorly sourced, then shipped by train and truck, only to arrive at another distribution hub, which has to be moved by forklifts, and then moved by other trucks, instead of humans, like Eco Mama. So we are very sad today as we destroy something that we have put literally hours of love into, stripping the branches off of these so that we could work them into the ground, and then turning the branches into this chipped compost, or chipped mulch. So then those logs get stored in a big box store, these milled logs, which is heated and cooled on a concrete jungle, only so people can come and buy and construct all sorts of crap to make houses for robots to live in. And right now we are even more so determined to escape this urban jungle, this concrete dearth, this place of little love, so that we can once again continue our quest for permaculture. No longer in Kansas City, no longer in Overland Park, which is part of Johnson County, one of the worst places to live if you love the earth. So we will be on an exodus of the place that we grew up, no longer able to do simple things like cut branches, let them dry enough so that we can chip them in our electric chipper, and then create a sustainable world where our children can help us garden, learn about the true reaction of human nature, sunlight, water, and nutrient. Please don't touch that, Everett.
They're not ready yet.
We'll talk about those tomatoes when they get red. They're green right now. Please don't touch. The plants are fragile. So we ask of you today to do what you can to petition your city's planners and fight for your rights for food, not lawns. Push in every aspect that you can and make this world a better place that is not big box grocery, that is not us doing labor over and over again to load up branches to take to another place outside of all of these regulations so that it can be used in someone else's permaculture garden. The city is where the people live, the city is where the vote is, and you need to help make it happen as well. This is Eco Daddy signing out, fighting tears, really frustrated, done with this stupid suburban world. We wish you much love. We have much respect for you for following and watching, and we hope you'll look at our future projects and not see these horribly constructed, piss-poor homes in the side ground and background. We love you. We want to meet you. Comment below.